Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. My name is Ahmad Subhan Ibrahim.
My name is Aditya Wisnuwardana.
We are going to present about Catching Fire novel by Susan Collins for book review and reports assignment.
Okay, the first material will be presented by me. The first is introduction. Catching Fire by Susan Collins is a science fiction book. Catching Fire is the second book of the Hunger Games series. The themes raised in the book are rebellion, love and loyalty, sacrifice and oppressions. Government control is another important theme, both within the book and throughout the entire trilogy. After suppressing the first rebellion, the capital established rules in order to restrict and control the citizen life. Another major theme throughout the trilogy is the media and the influence or power that popular culture has over the emotions, wishes, and views of society. Other themes in the book include morality, obedience, sacrifice, redemption, love, and love. The book continues the story of Katniss Everdeen and the post-apocalyptic nation of Panem. Following the events of the previous novel, a rebellion against the oppressive capital has begun, and Katniss and fellow tribute to Pita Melach are forced to return to the arena in a special edition of the Hunger Games. And then we are going to the body sections. Catching Fire is the second book of the Hunger Games series. We think that Susan Collins wrote this book really well. This book is really good. We could give this book full star review if we are asked. When we read the book, there wasn't a part of the book that didn't have our attention. When we first began to reading the novel, we dreaded that our interest in the story might slip away from us. However, as we continue to read, every turn of the page seemed more enjoyable than the last, and eventually it became clear to us that Susan Collins has done a phenomenal job with sustaining readers' attention and transitioning the story into a new narrative. This book is absolutely exciting and appealing. It is of the right standard for us, and we were immediately haunted by its excellent plot. This book hit so many spots on us deeply that we actually felt quite depressed during and shortly after reading it. The unfairness and poverty the district people were facing and the cruel, self-oriented atmosphere of the games also left us a deep impression. The author is really skillful to create such an impact on readers through simply words. Despite being made up, the story is still so confusing and thrilling. We believe that the reason is the great power of humanity sound. The next part will be explained by Ahmad Sofan, please.
Okay, thank you. The next is the next body about caring the others, stopping hurting others. The desire to fight for justice and living, etc., are examples of acts of humanity. These qualities become more precious and significant when we have to fight for them. As in the book, district people increased their chances of being a tribute in exchange for food. Victors had to leave their beloved ones. The president may threaten to harm, and tributes were forced to kill each other. Witnessing the fight for humanity from the book, we get to cherish our right and freedom, remind ourselves to be more caring, and enjoy being human. Next, please. Panem is like a simplified version of our real world. Capital enjoyed superior power and luxury, while districts work like slaves to supply and starve. Similarly, some government control everything over the country while people's needs are neglected. Therefore, rebellions and terrorist attacks happen. For instance, in the Middle East region such as Libya, Israel, Afghanistan, and etc. Next. The difference in wealth is present almost everywhere now. People living in wealthier region also live in a wasteful life similar to that of the capital people. So through this book, I actually get a clue of existing problem in the world and start to think about my lifestyle. Overall, Catching Fire stands to be an excellent sequel to Colin's first book in the trilogy. While it's true that at times this book feels like a repeat of the last, we can say with near certainty that it will surprise you in ways you will not have expected. In the way that the first novel gave you a glimpse of Panem, Catching Fire truly immerses you in the story. And then one important point that makes this book so attractive and touching is that it was presented from Katniss' perspective. We can easily get into the situation and experience the character's feeling. But the fact is, initially, Susan Collins did not want to use a first point of view in this novel, but over time she found that telling a novel from a Katniss perspective was more interesting. This is not only an exciting novel, it influences readers in a diversity of ways. That's why we would recommend it to everyone we know. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.